Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your March soul session. I am Princess India if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and what's not all. Whatever. So we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards. Okay. We're going to be looking at an overall energy and a challenge. And then we are going to get, well, for the month, I don't know if I said that, but anyway, we're going to get into a more specific spread to see what's going on with you guys in the month of March. So let's see what is going on with my Capricorns. Okay, for the month of March. Interesting. All right. So, first card out for your overall energy, we have the Judgment card. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to pull the cards for the remainder of your spread to maintain continuity. So, anywho, with the Judgment card coming out for the month of March, it's more or less a call for you all to ascend to a higher state of being. So, the thing I've kind of been seeing for most all of the soul sessions, and of course, please watch Pisces because we are in Pisces season, and that gives you insight. It's like a collective reading, gives you insights into things that you all may be experiencing in the month of March. But anywho, for a lot of the signs I've been seeing up to this point, that it's kind of like cycles that are wrapping up for everyone. So it's kind of like a way of being that has been prevalent or consistent in your life up to this particular point. It's almost like being delivered from it in a sense. So there's really a call for my Capricorns to ascend to a higher state of beingness. And I mean, of course, that could mean a myriad of different things for you. You could look at it in a spiritual sense of like ascending to a higher level spiritually. On another level, you can look at it like, mundane, like life. It could be you moving to a nicer place. It could be you getting a better position, at your job. It could be, I don't know, your student loans being forgiven. I don't know. Like some sort of debt that you had that you were concerned about and that being taken care of. So the challenge for this month, I like this. We have the Two of Wands. So pretty much the challenge for this month is going to be strategizing. So what it's really looking like to me overall, Capricorn, you guys are being offered an opportunity to where even if we were to put it in the context of like karmic energy, right? Up until this particular, realm and reality, things may have seemed, can I freaking talk? May have seen, I still can't talk. I just said seen whatever with my mouth. So anyway, things may have seemed slow in coming or stagnant up to this point. Some things may have seemed kind of dead in the water, if you will. If you have Aries in your chart, definitely check out Aries. I said something very similar to them as well. But things may have been like kind of stagnant, slow in coming. But I really feel like the path is clearing up for you guys to where a lot of opportunities are going to be coming in for you all. So it's kind of like, much like I told Aries too, it's been kind of delayed but not denied, if I could say it that way. So with this Two of Wands here, it's pretty much saying that, the world is in your hand. The world is your oyster. You know what I mean? And it's more or less your challenge is going to be taking time to kind of sort through them. I really cannot talk, dude. Sorting through some things to figure out what it is that you really want, right? Because there is some element here, Capricorn, of needing to leave something behind. So, I mean, this could be anything from a behavior that you guys engage in. It could be a mentality. For some of you, it could literally be a person. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that's very much tied to your past, a way that you used to approach things, a way that you used to handle things. And I would infer that in this cycle that you guys are coming out of, you probably had a lot of lessons in reference to this. So to know what that is, you would kind of look at, I mean, if we're talking about this whole cycle that wrapped up in the last 15 years, then you got a lot of data. Look back at the last 15 years and, see any patterns. For those of you who have my Wokebook, because I have a couple of people on my network, She Do Society. This isn't a plug. I'm literally just saying where they're at. But that were telling me with my Wokebook, a lot of people have been using it lately. Not the second one, the first one, because the first one goes back to 2008. if I'm not mistaken. I wrote the book, you think I'd know. It's either 2008 or 2009 because I know this cycle started in 2008. I'm pretty sure that it goes back to '08, but it's on Amazon if you don't have it. But for those of you who do have it, that would be a good kind of resource to revisit, especially if when you first got it, if you did your timeline initially, that would be a good thing to kind of go back to kind of help you see like those particular patterns, because that's what this lesson is in reference to. And there's something in your life presently that would behoove you to leave behind to free up your energy to take full advantage of this new cycle that's starting for you guys. Now, going into your more specific spread, these cards are so damn long. Okay, your central energy that's representing you all in the month of March. Oh, interesting. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Dude, I'm telling you, these ladder signs, man, like y'all, it's looking good for y'all. The past influence, you guys have, hell damn Jesus. You guys have the 6 of Swords, your hidden influence. Okay. Is the 2 of Swords in the reverse. I mean, come on with it then, Capricorn. You guys above energy, which is your potential outcome. That's exactly where we're at. We have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. And then what to watch out for moving forward. Come on with it. We have the King of Swords. Dude, I'm here for this. So what is looking like, this is exactly what I was saying in you guys' overall energy with this 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Is you guys coming out of a time to where you're feeling left out in the cold. If there's been a time in your life up to this point where you've been feeling, what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily isolated, ostracized. That's it. Feeling kind of ostracized, feeling on the outs, feeling as if things weren't working in your favor. A lot of the things that I was saying with this Judgment card, it's like those times are over. Even if there was some issues with financial stability, like if you guys' money has kind of been tight, I feel like all of that is really changing for you guys. So this says to me, and I've also said this to other signs as well, for those of you who have the Pattern app, it would be helpful to check that out, because if you're familiar with the app, you have personal cycles that are in the app where, you know, it tells you like throughout the course of a year, there's different lesson cycles that you're in. And what I've been telling everyone where this energy comes up is to look at your Pattern app and look at cycles that have ended within like the last 24 hours, the last couple of days, the last week, or within like the last month, depending on when it is that you're watching this. Because that's another way for you to gain insight into what the lessons are that and the thing I think is just so creepy about that app is literally when you read anything on there, not even just like your cycles, it's like it's going to hit the nail on the head where you're like, oh my gosh, I have totally been dealing with this a lot, right? So that's a little tidbit that I would say would help you guys as well, aside from my Wokebook, to help you to kind of see like what the lessons are that you were intended to learn, to give you some more insight into what this 2 of Wands is speaking about. But looking into your past influence with the 6 of Swords, of course, this is just another statement that in the latter part of February coming into March, that this is a statement that a difficult, conflicting, very indecisive time, you guys are coming out of that, and you're coming to more of like a stable time in your life, in so many words. And I would even go as far as to say that it's more or less a time for you guys to take a step back and kind of rest, you know. And I feel that's going to be imperative, looking at the strategy that's being asked for in you guys' challenge card with the 2 of Wands. It's like now is the time for you to really take a step back and get very clear on what it is that you want and how it is that you would like to chart forward. So it's giving yourself an opportunity. And I said a lot of this in Aries as well, giving you guys an opportunity to kind of not be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what's going on with my brain today, but giving you guys an opportunity to be like, I just have to use less than stellar words. Being absolutely sure, being confident in how it is that you want to chart forward. So you want to make sure like this is coming from like your gut and your true desires, and not from a place of expectations. And I see the same here. It is a little bit of this energy that's following you guys into March with this Two of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. And that's why I'm saying I think it's imperative that you guys really take time to kind of rest and get clear and think about what is it that I really want, like free of expectations, not taking into account what anyone else thinks or what anyone else feels, or, you know, any standards or expectations that you hold yourself to unnecessarily. It's like really getting back to, you know, your true essence, your, you know, core values. Like, what is it that, you know, sets your soul on fire, if you will, right? Because I think it wouldn't behoove you, Capricorn, if you all were to move forward from a place of, um, what's ideal in someone else's mind as opposed to what's heartfelt for you, because I feel another cycle is starting for you guys, and whatever, you know, energy or, you know, state that you start this particular cycle in, this is something you're going to have to put up with, you know, for a while. And it's interesting because what's coming to my mind, because I don't know about y'all, but my freaking timeline on YouTube, I don't even know. Like, I don't know what is happening, right? Like, there is stuff I do not watch, don't ever watch sides of YouTube I ain't never even been on that's on my timeline. I don't know what is going on with the algorithm. But it was a video that I was watching the other day, and it was talking about, or maybe YouTube was trying to send me a message. It was another video because I talked about this before. It was a video about YouTubers quitting, and it was talking about this guy that's a comedian, and like he created some type of character during the pandemic, and he kind of, I don't know, like had a breakdown or something, and was saying how he doesn't want to be that character anymore or whatever, because like that's the only thing people know him for, and he doesn't want to be known for that. And the person, and forgive me, you know, as if they'd find themselves on this side of YouTube, but I don't know who the person is. If I find it, you know, I'll give them credit for it, but I literally don't know who this person is. But they were saying that pretty much like that happens sometimes, like especially during the pandemic, there was a lot of YouTubers that started and they were doing stuff like, you know, a funny little character, or got into different niches or genres that really weren't truly reflective of like who they are. And I can say, like, that's why I say YouTube's probably trying to send me a message, because I literally quit YouTube. But it's like, as a person who's on YouTube, even if you love what it is that you do, and I gave a whole spiel on this before, from where I stand now, I would never do that again. You know, like things started going so well that I literally left my day job and just kept my private practice and was doing YouTube. I would never do that again, because it's too much pressure. Like, it's too much pressure where when your sustenance relies on this, and you know, you're pretty much at the will of all of this stuff, whereas, you know, having a day job in my private practice is just kind of like, you know, I'm here because I want to be, you know, not because it's like, oh my gosh, we're not gonna have lights, you know, type of deal. But they were saying that, you know, just doing YouTube, even with something you like, when your income is based on it, that can lead to burnout, right? Because you're not just making stuff just because you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it literally has to be a business because it's your sole source of income, right? But then they were saying the thing that's worse is when you end up getting trapped into like a niche that you don't really want to be in, and that causes you to like burn out even quicker. You know what I mean? Because you may have talents in other areas, but you know, people just know you for being this particular thing or doing this particular type of content, and that's not where your heart is at. It's like, it'll drive you mad pretty much. So I say all of that to say, Capricorn, that's kind of the thing that comes to my mind thinking about what it is that I'm seeing here, of why it's so important that what it is you move forward in this next cycle needs to be something that's near and dear to your heart, and something that you really care about, something that's reflective of your true desire, something that's reflective of the life that you really want. Because if not, using, you know, that video is kind of like a metaphor, you can end up being trapped in a cycle to where you're putting all this time, energy, and effort into something that's not reflective of your truth. And it's something that you're more or less doing, for whatever reason. And this could be a myriad of different things. This could be societal conditioning. It could be parental expectations. It could be cultural expectations. So more or less, you've been, going around the mulberry bush in this cycle that you've been in up to this point. If you recognize anything that isn't reflective of your most authentic truth, this King of Swords, you're being given an opportunity to truly, I think I'm frozen. You're being given an opportunity. Every time I say that, I just like unfreeze anyway, but you're being given an opportunity to truly transform moving forward. And I feel it's almost like, if I were to infer what this looks like to me, this last cycle, you were living your half truth, not saying that the last cycle was bad, but it was like living your half truth. But it's almost like you begin flirting with the idea of, what would it look like if I lived my whole truth, right? So it's the thought of, if I could be semi-successful living should-oughts and supposed tos, what if I threw caution to the wind and, aligned with my truth? You know what I'm saying? What would that look like? It's almost like kind of flirting with that particular idea. But with this King of Swords being here, okay, they just said something else. That's weird. That's interesting. It's a person. Oh gosh. Wait, my friend's at the door. Could you give me 1 second? I'm about to wrap up this video. Kitty. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway. So anywho, so pretty much what it is you guys are set up to where you're stepping into your power, in so many words, but it's just that you want to make sure that you don't get caught into an energy to where, you're kind of reliving this past cycle again, in so many words, to where you're not living in accordance with your truth, right? Because you have an opportunity now for a full transformation, and to have a life or an experience that's, reflective of your full truth. So I feel what would behoove my Capricorns in the month of March is really taking some time to get clear on what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you really want. So taking a step back and getting clear on what that is, and making decisions in reference to that moving forward. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you guys. Let's see. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of March? What is Capricorn? Oh, that one stuck straight out. So let's see, Heather. You guys card. Oh, okay. Okay, Capricorn. It is the deserving card. That is a consciousness card. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it says your true worthiness. A woman stands in front of a stately home, picking beautiful flowers and enjoying her lovely environment. She has a happy and fulfilling life, and she knows she deserves all that she has attained. The outcomes you desire and deserve are about to line up for you. So investigate your attitude and expectations. You can accelerate the timeline by affirming your readiness and worthiness to receive. You've been longing for something to come to fruition, and in your mind, you know that you deserve it. But sometimes in your heart of hearts, you may not always be sure. It's time to really feel your worthiness and know that you deserve all the great and good things the universe has to offer. Whether it's love, a career, money, or healing, the world is ready to provide it. Know that you are worthy to receive. Ciao, I might be psychic or something. Legit, Capricorn, like that's what this is looking like for me. It's more or less in this last cycle, like how I was saying, it's like that kind of half-heartedness. You know what I mean? It's more or less you guys kind of reached, well, I'm going to say it. Please don't be mad at me. But it's almost like last cycle, it was going for like low-hanging fruit because it's something that was obtainable for you, right? But the reason why you guys didn't go full gusto the last cycle was because it really went back to like a worthiness or a deservingness type of thing. So now seeing how far it is that you've gotten up to this point in this last cycle, that one's ending, right? And things are getting better for you. And that's really the message of you guys stepping into this energy with the King of Swords of saying, let's take some time in March and really think about what is it that I really want? What is it that I truly desire? Like, what is it that, I said earlier, sets your soul on fire, right? Like, what is that thing that you really, really want? What do you want your life to look like? And the thing that you guys would be leaving behind with your challenge card being the Two of Wands, like that past thing that I was talking about, is this concept of what you don't deserve or a sense of unworthiness, right? So it's like whatever is in alignment with that or any behaviors you partook in. And like I said, if you go back and look at the Wokebook or you go back and look at the pattern app to see the cycle that you just came out of, I guarantee you it's going to tell you that the lesson that you've been learning has been in reference to something in your life. And whatever that is for you, look at that through the lens of deservingness and see what things that you've picked low-hanging fruit in reference to that are reflective of that. Those are the things that you guys are going to be leaving behind into this old cycle and then embracing, the things that you are deserving of. But anywho, Capricorn, that has been your soul session for March. Most definitely let me know what you think in the comments, my beautiful humans. And as I love your freaking face. I think I'm frozen again. Okay, I'm unfrozen. I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than